Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, and today I want to talk about Sukuna. And I'm talking about you versus Sukuna. How do you survive Sukuna? It's not a fight, so we're gonna put you in a circumstance or a situation that makes sense to a degree. So, for example, we do know that not everybody died facing Sukuna in the Heian era, right? Well, not facing him, but like around him, right? People had to give offerings and treat him like a deity. So that's the kind of approach we're talking about here. So we're gonna imagine that Sukuna just won. He doesn't or does do the merger. Let's say he doesn't do the merger, and he sits atop of Japan. Now, back in his era, he probably didn't really know much about the rest of the world. But now he's aware of planes and all of these things, and he can go anywhere in the world, right? So let's say he lands at your nation, at your country, at your doorsteps. What do you do? Number one, pledge your allegiance to the king. Pledge your allegiance to the king of curses. Now, the problem here is information. You would not know this, but you would a little bit because you would have seen the live stream. Remember, Mei is streaming this for dollars, you know what I'm saying, in Japan, but obviously people are going to share that on the internet, on YouTube and everything, so it's going to be spread across the globe, and people are going to see this guy doing all these things, killing all these people, a one-man army. Now imagine they're like trapped inside a bubble within the culling game, so people can't really even get in, right? I think people can only get in if Kenjaku allows it, right? That's how it works. I can't remember, but so Sukuna's won. He's going through. So number one, bow, pledge your allegiance. Listen, if I have a child, I'd offer myself up for my child. I'd be like, listen, you can take me. Just let my child be, because my child probably gonna be the next GOAT who gonna take down Sukuna anyway. That's just me though. But what would you do? Are you gonna throw your friend in and say, yo, that's my sacrifice? Are you just gonna die? Are you gonna jump? Because I can imagine a lot of people's option would just be like, let me just myself right here, GG's. You know what I'm saying? But he also might just never reach your town. If you live in like a small shanty town somewhere, he just might never ever reach you type shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we know from back then he didn't seem like he had many goons. He had Urime and himself, and that's really kind of how he rolled. He didn't really roll with a lot of people. So chances are he's not gonna roll with a lot of people. So if you just keep way away from him, you should be okay. Right, so there's actually several ways to survive Sukuna in this situation. If you live in some unknown country, somewhere that he's uninterested in, you're probably fine. If you live in America, you might be screwed, but you also might be fine because America is so big. I can imagine him just going straight to the White House, taking it over, saying, I'm the king now. So anyone living in the capital, it might be raps for you, but I don't know. He enjoys destruction and killing and doing that stuff, but people that were alive in the hand, or he didn't kill all of Japan. I don't even think he left his home base much. I think he was just there chilling and waiting for people to come challenge him. As long as people continue to challenge him, I think he be okay. You know what I'm saying? All the sources around the world would get stronger and tag team and raid him, and I think he'd love it. He'd sit down somewhere and just wait for people to kill him or to attack him, right? Because he's kind of lazy, as we notice. He's not really the most adventurous. He's not a Kenjaku going out of his way to do this meticulous plan for 1,000 years. He's willing to wait 1,000 years for a plan like that to come into fruition, but he's not willing to actually plan it and do it himself, right? Similar with his fighting style. Sukuna is the type that like he will wait until something shows him how to do something, and then he'll be able to do it. Like how he learned how to turn himself into a cursed object. He learned because Kenjaku showed him, but he's not going to go and think it up on his own. That's just not the type of fighter he is. It was also showcased within his fight against Gojo. Gojo can just figured out he could just destroy the part of his brain that needs to reboot and bring it back with curse energy. You know what I'm saying? And reverse curse energy. And Sukuna saw that and was like, wow, that's cool. Let me do that. But Sukuna throughout the fight never invents anything himself, really, right? He can use the maximum application or something, but he can't creatively utilize it beyond that necessarily, unless somebody else does it. Like, I'm sure, even like Kenjaku turned himself to a cursed object, it's something that was always there and available for him, but he just never thought about it because he's not a creative fighter. He's not a creative thinker like that. And this is why I always think that if they just met randomly, I think Gojo has a much higher chance of winning because he's way more creative. But that's another debate. That's another conversation. But this is why I think you can survive. Stay away from the city central zones. Keep away. Go live out in the countryside. Find a house in the sticks. Build a house in the woods. You will be okay. You will be all right. Life will be a bit struggleish. Food and shops and stuff like that. I wouldn't even be going to shops no more. Stop be a hunter gatherer, bro. Just avoid all public main areas, bro. Like, just keep away. Curses will be running rampant. Cause this man, he's not gonna be stopping no goddamn curses. He's gonna be killing every Jujutsu sorcerer, protecting y'all from curses. So you can't even see them, dude. So you be alright in that terms. Like, they just be cooking you up randomly, but. That's the best way to survive Sukuna, is keep away. Another plan is to pledge your allegiance and hope you have some talent, some skill, something that's not boring about you that would interest him. But the thing is, 99% chances you're just a regular ass human. You are not a Jujutsu sorcerer. And if you're a Jujutsu sorcerer, he's probably gonna want to murk you anyway. Because he don't really seem to like these Jujutsu sorcerer guys anyway. Apart from Kenjaku, and I don't even think he really likes him. And Orome. And that's only because she can cook humans very, very well. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna have to trick him. I mean, we got labs and stuff these days, so we can just make fake human meat in a lab and pretend like, oh, he was a human sacrifice for you. You know what I'm saying? And he probably wouldn't be the wiser unless somebody told him. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of ways that we could survive Sukuna running the world. You know what I'm saying? But it would suck because he could just randomly pull up to your town and just kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just because. Oh, not enough strong challenges have showed themselves. Now, we do have nukes, so we could actually just kill him in real life. I'm not going to lie, because we would just send a nuke and he would die. No RCT saving him, I'm not going to lie to you. IRL, Japan will be nuked immediately. Well, I don't want to say that, but like, wherever he's at would be nuked immediately. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to do it in Jujutsu world, because IRL, he's cooked. There's no chance for him. It's kind of like in Hunter x Hunter, how in Hunter x Hunter, the regular as humans have the strongest weapons, stronger than any Nen user, right? They kill Miriam with it. So that's the thing, and that's like a weak, cheap weapon that they have that they killed Miriam with. So the government is just even above that. So I think that's kind of a thing right there that I think Jujutsu Kaisen kind of ignores. I think that's probably one of the reasons it didn't go international, because if it did and it focused on other countries and stuff, you kind of be like, yeah, the rest of the world would kind of just nuke that place if that's the case, if he starts getting out of hand. So that's kind of the thing. And there's no RCT, no reinforcement in the world enough to stop him from save him. There's just way too much AP. So IRL, Sukuna wouldn't stand a chance against us. Actually, Gojo has a way higher chance of running the world IRL than Sukuna does. Because of Infinity, right? Because Infinity, I don't know, nuclear bomb might just overpower that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because listen, well, we don't know. We don't know the limitations of that. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you guys think? And even if it's not, just the nuclear fallout will kill him. Excuse me. Probably so, because he wouldn't be able to breathe. You know what I'm saying? He only has a finite amount of goddamn oxygen within his barrier. So. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. It's been your boy Supreme Cheer the God. Do you think you can survive Sukuna? Do you think anybody can or not? I'm out.